Hey there. Are you looking for a math curriculum that your child can work through independently? If you are a working homeschool parent, or for whatever reason, you just need somebody else to teach math, let me show you a solution that we've been using this year that's working pretty well for us. Our family is pretty relaxed when it comes to homeschooling about many things. But when it comes to math, it's important to me that my kids have a solid math foundation. And since math is not your girl's favorite subject, I really wanted either a class or a tutor or a good self-paced math curriculum. Classes and tutoring can get pretty expensive, especially if you have a large family. That is why I was so happy to come across teaching textbooks. So this year, we've been trying out teaching textbooks for my daughter who's taking Algebra I. Teaching textbooks is a digital, self-paced math course that starts at grade 3 and goes all the way up to pre-calculus. This is what we've been loving about teaching textbooks so far. First off, the video lessons are engaging, they're colorful, and they're really good for visual learners and people who get bored easily. My daughter can work completely independently. So if I'm not available, or let's be real, my husband's not available because he's our resident math tutor, she gets hints and second chances in each lesson. And she can even call in for free tutoring. I get an email whenever she finishes a lesson with a summary of her progress. All the grading and averaging is done for me, which makes record keeping a no-brainer. And if she needs a do-over, I can easily roll back her lessons. And if we need a break for some reason, we can pause the entire course for up to 3 months. Each course comes with 12 months of access. There are a few things to consider. First, at least in the Algebra I course, there are about 20 to 25 practice questions per lesson. Now, personally, for my children, I feel that 10 to 15 problems would be more than enough. So it would be nice to have the ability to adjust the number of problems. But I've been hard pressed to find a digital math course that offers that just yet. Also, I found that teaching textbooks is really easy to use across multiple mobile devices, which is perfect if you need to homeschool on the go. If you live in an area that has spotty internet, you can also use the app offline. So you might be wondering, what does this app actually look like? So let's take a peek. So you'll see when you open the app, you'll be able to set up an account as the parent, and then you'll also need to set up an account for your student. Now, this is the parent homepage. This is the grade book. In the grade book, you'll be able to see lesson by lesson, and then all the averages are done. It shows you when the lesson was last worked on. And then you can see the grade on each problem. And then you can see there's 142 lessons in Algebra I and 19 tests. This is the answer key in the ebook. I'll show you. Some of these animations are pretty cute. All right, anyway, here's your digital textbook here. Goes in lesson by lesson, and I'm scrolling pretty fast. If you wanted the option to print off lessons and have your student do the course that way, you could do that. You can print. So now I want to show you what you see on the student side. Okay, so here you can see
Lesson 40, from one side to the other. We're going to start this lesson with a word problem about plumbing. Roto Plumbing charges a flat fee of $25 to send a worker out to a house. Then Roto charges an additional $75 per hour to do the plumbing work. You need to select the simplified form of this expression, 25x minus 3 times the entire quantity, 4 times the quantity of x plus 6 minus 3.
Here is the scratch pad in case you want some space to work out your problems. This would be great if you're using a tablet or some kind of touch screen that you can write on. So here's what the test is looking like when they're ready to take a test.
True or false? An x that's trapped inside parentheses can be freed by distributing.
And it shows you when the lessons are complete here. So yeah, that is the Teaching Textbooks app. You do have access to see a table of contents. So kind of like a scope and sequence. You know, if you're anything like me, I'm always checking out scopes and sequences. You can do a placement test. So if you're not sure what math to start with, you can just take the placement test. Here's a course description if you need one for your high schooler. Here is the free trial. And it lets you know that when you purchase the course, all the work transfers. You can do as many free trials as you like. And if you have questions, there's an FAQ section there. If you decide you're ready to purchase the program, for 12 months, it is $72.95, which I've found to be very affordable when we're talking math curriculums. This is a complete math curriculum. You can put down the date that you want to start. You won't be able to log in until the start date. So if you want a head start, then if you want to set up before the first day of school so you can kind of set everything up, then you can set your start date back a little bit. That in a nutshell is teaching textbooks. So far, our experience with teaching textbooks has been pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with how Algebra I is going. So if you're interested in trying out teaching textbooks for 15 lessons, no time limit, no credit card required, no risk, just click the link in the description below. And let me know in the comments, how are you homeschooling math and how's it going? I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any more questions about teaching textbooks, feel free to drop them in the comments below. As always, thank you for watching and happy homeschooling. Bye.